time. I am Ijoma Idika Chima. Teenz Time is aimed at enhancing educational and moral values as well as tackling teenage-related issues. And today we will be looking at child labor and the adverse effects. Victims of child labor suffer from fatigue, irregular school attendance, sexual abuse and likelihood of committing crimes. We met with some child rights activists and parents to discuss the adverse effects of child labor. Let's hear from them.
Children are used in many environments to work, to earn money for the family and so on and so forth. But if that work interferes with their development, if the work deprives them of schooling or it affects their health, it's child labor.
Child labor could be termed, especially in Nigeria, as any form of engagement for physical work related to a child that is under the age of 14.
The issue of child labor is actually an aspect of child abuse. In the case of the girl child, they could be sexually abused. They could be raped in the course of hawking, for instance. In the course of, exploitation or sexual exploitation, some of these children are used.
A child that goes through child labor is much more toughened in life than the person that has it all through. There's experience that comes with suffering sometimes. You learn fast. So that's the positive. But the negative side is, again, like I mentioned, growing up, they have more burdens on themselves than their more affluent colleagues, which also limits their ability to grow, quote unquote, normally. Either through the school experience, through life experience, there are certain things they may miss out in their growth level.
Child labor also affects, the children's psychological development, because a child grows up with this lack of self-esteem. The child just feels that, oh, I'm a servant, or I'm only good to work, I'm not good to do anything.
Well, the government has its own role, and I think which really is a huge responsibility that we're yet to wake up to. In terms of our social responsibility, the government's social responsibility to the citizens, we've not quite gotten there yet. Data, child registration when they're being born, what happens, how many children's births are actually being registered. So if the government were to track on child labor and ensure that all children were in school when they were meant to be in school, we would have to go back to the data.
The civil society at large also have to be sincere in what they want to do. Sincerity of purpose in the sense that if there is a situation, if you have a program, a plan of action to stop, to sensitize people, to make to intervene in issues of child labor, then you come out and do it.
Why do we even have child labor in the first place? It's because we have a very high poverty level, and the kids have to assist to get their families out of poverty. Or the kids have lost the parents, but they don't have a guidance. They are orphans, nobody to care for them, and they have to figure out how to survive in life. So, having mentioned these two, how do we as a society deal with the fundamental issues that raise our poverty level and make us leave certain people in the society vulnerable?
We've heard from the child rights activists and the parents. Now, poverty has been identified as a root cause of child labor in Nigeria, as well as lack of law enforcement to protect children. We all need to say no to child labor. Well, this is all we have on Teenz Time this week. Saturday Treats continue.